Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making a video, and the whole focus of it is just how to rank up. So I managed to reach Tekken God Supreme with Lars, and I also managed to reach Tekken God with Brian. And so I just wanted to share a few of the things that I always keep in mind when playing. And I feel like these are the things that really helped me to stick to the game, despite all the setbacks, all the D ranks, and keep going until I managed to reach this rank. And, you know, I'm very close to God of Destruction as well with Larson. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you what I think about when in game. Um, the things that I always keep in mind. These will be a collection of in-game things, mindset things, and yeah, just all the basic general stuff. So it's not really character specific for those who are watching that may not be Lars or Brian mains. So I guess let's get straight into it. Let's first go over the general in-game tips that I always try to do. Um, One is use your jabs more. It's the fastest move in the game, apart from, of course, Flash or Yoshi's moves that are less than 10 frames. But generally, it's a good way to stop your opponent's offenses, um, just gauge their timing on when they're trying to move forward or when they're trying to press big buttons. Um, if that doesn't work, down forward one's always there, or your 13 frame quick mid. Um, Another big thing that I notice that I did wrong a lot of the time before I was able to reach, these ranks and other ranks with other characters is that um, I would always just try and try and attack. And I feel like one of the important things is you have to move quite a lot in this game as well. You can't just do an attack after an attack after an attack. Moving helps you in changing your timings, making sure you're more unpredictable, and just overall making your opponent miss. Um, And you'll find that when you move a lot, it's way easier to react defensively to a lot of the opponent's options. Because if you're attacking, you're busy trying to press buttons, thinking about what attack you're going to do. If you're just moving, you're just seeing what they're doing. Naturally, since there's less on your mind, you're going to have an easier time reacting to maybe that slow low or that duckable string or whatever it might be, right? Um, Another thing, gameplay wise, is to always rematch. Um, of course, that is not including matches where the enemy has bad or you have bad internet. Um, but other than that, if the enemy is a higher rank, doing cheesy strings as we call it, or um yeah, like twice your prowess, I don't think any of those should be reasons for you to um one and done. And the reason why is because the way you learn this game is by exposing yourself to every possible outcome, every possible scenario, and you learning how to deal with that in real time. And so the more situations that you expose yourself to, and the more problems that you give yourself to solve, that just makes it easier for you to do it in your future matches. And that just helped me recognize, oh, this is what they're doing, this is what I need to do. Even without labbing, you would need to win against majority of the people that you play against. And the way to do that is to be exposed to them and learning how to beat them. all of them, all the types, the cheesy ones, the extremely fundamental ones, the really I don't know, random players. Let's move on to the mindset and mental stuff. One of the tips that I would give in terms of um, people that are easily frustrated is have um, realistic expectations of yourself. Um, I feel like a lot of people, when they play, um, they expect to play perfectly. You know, they see all these pro players, they play amazingly. Um, and so when either they miss a punish, they didn't confirm the hit, they don't do this, they get knowledge checked or anything, they end up getting really frustrated and becoming demotivated, which ends up killing their mental and making them play worse. You know, beating yourself up for a careless mistake and focusing on that the whole game will just make you play even worse and make you tilt even more. And this also applies to things like labbing. Be prepared that when you lab, you're not always gonna know what's wrong, that you're not always going to be motivated to lab. Because the way you build habits in anything pretty much is by doing a little bit at a time, setting realistic expectations for yourself. Because if you set expectations that are too hard, to like I did before, I tried labbing every loss, every game, and I just wasn't able to stick to it. It's like being a student that hasn't studied the whole year, and you just up and decide, okay, this time I'm gonna study every day for 2 hours. And then you end up studying one day that week. Um, what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna feel really bad. Um, but when you look at it from the outside, you went from not studying at all to studying one day per week for 2 hours. You're diminishing your progress. You're making it so progress is not a good thing. So of course you're gonna get demotivated, right? If you do something stupid, if you miss this, miss that, it's okay. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Just tell yourself it's okay and you're gonna try and get it next time. If you don't still, that's okay. You know? Be realistic with yourself. I am at this rank. I play this, I lab this much, and so I expected as much. You're not going to be able to learn a character in a day or in 20 minutes. It's going to take a while, okay? Even if you know the punish, it's going to take a while for you to even be able to consistently punish it all the time. And that's, if you keep telling yourself it's okay, you won't feel as bad um, to continue playing. And as you continue playing, um, you'll just realize that one day, oh, I'm able to consistently punish this. I'm able to lab every time I lose. I'm able to do this. I'm able to do that. Yeah, I hope this helps anyone that's been struggling in getting up in the ranks or anyone that's just been losing quite a bit. Yeah, just take it easy and yeah, have fun playing the game.